What's happening, Bubs? Hey, Patriot Defense. Hello, Miss Joe. Flying Monkey. Hello, hello, hello. Monkey, I hope you're feeling okay. I hope you finally decided to eat a little something. Lady Witch, hello. Hope all is well up in the north central area of the country. Where's Nimmy at? I don't see Nimmy. Hey, Ed. Hello, Nimmy, if you're in here. I don't see you for some reason. Hey, Ghost Eagle. Hey, naughty Audie. Maybe we're shadow blocked, banned from each other in the same house. Been blocked in the house before. It sucks. Voodoo's saying that she's not. She didn't get the notification. So maybe shadow blocked from each other. Well, Bubs, I hope you keep warm in the shop with those new grates. Man, they look good. I'm happy. I'm happy for you. Well, Flying Monkey, if you didn't get a notification, how did you know to be here? Have you hacked my devices? I'm not being rude. It's a She thought I was fixing to be rude to Flying Monkey. My goodness. Everybody's on edge. I don't know. I heard your sister say it's a shop. I believe she said my shop is in disarray, not the shed is in disarray. Monkey, do you want to come up? Do you feel like talking? Does anybody feel like coming up and talking, or do you want me to just ramble? I will say this. What in the fuck has gotten into you people? Like, okay, baby. It's like that eclipse was like, hey, Brian, good to see you, brother. Uh, it's like this eclipse was like catnip for humans. Although I guess cocaine and meth are like catnip for humans. But hey, Silver Diamond. Anyway, I'll just post the link. Um, Let me just post it. There. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What's up, Bubs? Hello, Canadian. You're on the air.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? No, I'm on my phone and I had to get rid of your other screen so there was no feedback.
I turned your mic up a little bit because I can barely hear you.
Oh?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah.
you now.
Yeah. So what's going on there, sir?
Not a lot, man. Just winding down for the night. Um, you know, I don't know. I honestly I have not been feeling too well the past few days. Uh, I've just been really tired. Um, I don't feel sick. I just feel tired and run down. What's up, Joe? Hey, Reverend Kelly. And then, I don't know, man. I had a busy weekend and did some traveling. Spent some time with my old man for his birthday. Our birthdays are really close together, and so we did that, and then just admin shit for living. Like I did not file my taxes in a timely manner this year, so I did it yesterday. Voodoo did hers yesterday as well. So that was like the stress of that, and then all the
Mine's
returns
done.
on YouTube, and then which isn't necessarily stressful, but I mean, if you let it, it can be. And then work, and then I dropped a 4x4 wooden block that was about 6 inches long. I didn't drop it. I knocked it off my table, and it fell on my fucking left pinky toe yesterday morning before I had a chance to sit down and put my boots on. And motherfucker turned purple and swelled up, and it's been a real pain in the dick, so to speak. Um, so that's been hurting. Yeah,
Let me guess.
I'm a little
Let
cranky
me
and
guess.
bitchy. I'm sorry.
That
Go ahead.
that you've been whining and crying so much that you've got your wife to baby you, right?
I
Because she
my
feels sorry
vagina
for you.
my vagina's been hurting. Yes. I mean, that's the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes I feel like bitching too. You know what I mean? Voodoo's like she snickered.
Oh, I bet she did. I figured that would
Yeah.
get her to snicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, sometimes what? What the fuck? Like all the time? I mean, I do pretty good. I think for the
Voodoo
most part.
Queen,
She can't
am I
hear you.
pretty accurate? Oh,
She's not listening.
what? Oh, I was gonna say, am I pretty accurate to say about 9% of the time that he is, complaining about something? It's only that 10% that he's actually good. But see if she can't hear me.
Yeah, no, she, she had to go into the office today, so her cordiality percentage is down to like 0. So she's watching chat and not participating. She's not pissed or anything. She's just like doesn't want to be bothered. Right. She said she just knows when she should be interacting. I can vouch for that. Absolutely. Hey, Richard Cheese, how are you doing? Hopefully well.
And to
Honey,
let you
everybody.
guys all know, I can't see chat. To let you guys all know. So if you guys say anything to me, I can't see chat.
Yes, people skills are definitely wasted on coworkers. Yeah, I mean, there's that. That's the problem. They pay, and it's like I can't be a dick to the person that pays. Not that I want to. It's the other people that he pays sometimes that I want to be a jerk to. So, Bubs, is it warm out there in the shed? I won't call it a shop since you take offense to that.
Oh, I don't take offense to it. It is what it is. A shop is big and usually with a concrete pad and with a big bay door, not two double door in the back with a padlock, metal door that
A
is the
shop,
size
shop
of my.
is whatever you make stuff in. I, me personally, if Voodoo would allow it, I would. This whole house would be an industrial. It would be a shop.
And I could just picture Voodoo right now shaking her head as like, honey, that's not gonna ever happen.
I know. I
Right?
need
That's
to.
pretty much what she's saying.
I need to e-beg and dry beg or whatever beg for acreage.
For me,
And no, me. That's what I need to do.
yeah, for me.
I need to start a go fund me. Hey, six bag. Hey,
So,
Trump.
so my sister did say to me after our conversation there of however we had it there, right?
Yeah.
Connie, pay very close attention to what I'm about to say, you fool. My sister said that Voodoo Queen is very lucky to have you because you seem to be very smart and intelligent and know what the fuck you are talking about.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. She is great. I think it's the other way around. I'm very lucky that she tolerates me. But yes, everything else is exactly correct.
and she said that if we ever get an acreage or whatever, you guys need to come up.
I laugh about that. I don't remember what live stream it was. It may have been yours, and I said something about coming to Canada or whatever. And uh, the thing with her is so, like if we took a trip to Canada, what would here's the way it would go. We would book an expensive 5-star hotel that I may or may not set foot in for her to stay in, and she'll just drop me off in the woods and pick me up 4 days later. That's pretty much probably how that would go.
No, 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 no. Say, Voodoo Queen, since you're in chat there, honey, that is not how it's gonna go. Because my sister would be extremely hurt and pissed off that you wouldn't come to our farm or our little ranch and come and hang out and
Well,
have a
that's
bonfire.
not it. And what she didn't hear or see in the chat that day was we were talking about eating animals, And I said, I think I said something along the line of like, I would eat all of Canada
Oh,
because, you know, I mean,
that
what
was
can
my
I say?
chat.
I mean, I would eat like all of the animals that I could. So that's what she would do. She would be like, okay, well, here's the woods. I'll see you in 4 days. Because I would just be out there like killing and eating Canada.
No, 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 no. See, Voodoo Queen would have to come and at least keep my sister company while we're off doing guy things.
So yeah, Lady Witch, exactly. Yeah, I mean, she'll live it up in the hotel and do the spa and sit at spas and go shopping and get her toenails done all pretty and her fingernails and whatever else, get her hair did and all that good stuff. And I'll just be out there, like keeping warm by a fire and taking a bite out of a moose ass. It has nothing to do with being mistreated. It's when we go out on the boat, right? I fish, and she lays out in a bikini on the back deck. That's literally what happens.
Sounds about
So
right.
yeah, I mean it's the same. What's the difference? Only one's on land and the other one's on water. I mean that's basically how it goes.
Well, I
I am
can
not
guarantee you one thing.
being
My
mistreated.
sister my sister would be on that boat with a fishing rod fishing with us. She wouldn't be in no fucking bikini. My sister's more of a tomboy than, for those that understand, than, but don't get me wrong. She can definitely get cleaned up and look pretty fucking snazzy, but yeah. You heard her, you heard her personality on the phone.
I thought we had a really good conversation. She's very down to earth and very to the point.
Yeah, she is. She absolutely is.
Yeah. So I accidentally called her back when I was trying to call you a few minutes ago. So you can tell her that that's why I called because I wanted to see what y'all ended up doing, but no, man, it really does. It looks good, and I'm happy for you. And you don't owe me a damn thing for that. That's the way it should be. Uh, I made you the second one. Well, not second one in the series. I made you two because once I'm set up, I've got it all cut. It's just like literally take me 5 minutes to stick the other one together. So that's why you got two. It doesn't cost any more or anything like that. So. Yeah, I'm glad to see that there's a fire in there.
Hey, is there, sorry to cut you off, but is there a possible way that you can just throw me big screen?
But I can what?
Throw me as big screen.
Yeah, hang on.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, guys. This is what we. Oops. What the hell? There it is. This
There
is.
you are.
Hey, this is what we're talking about. Can you see it okay?
Yeah.
See those two brand new crates?
Hell yeah, man. Looks good, dude.
If you guys want a better video or a better view, go and check out my short.
If somebody that's modded doesn't mind, if y'all would, whenever you get a chance, post it in the chat. Appreciate it. But yeah, man, I'm happy, dude. Just knowing that you know you got it to work and you're using it, and you know what I mean. That means more to me than any dollar amount. Um, that's all I really gave a fuck about. And if I was hurt that day coming into the chat, it was only because you were dragging your feet and not wanting me to make another one. And
No, I
I get
didn't because
I get
I
mushy
would have
that
made
way.
it work.
So I apologize for that.
Yeah, that's okay. You're all good.
But yeah,
You're all good, man. But yeah, so yeah, my sister. I won't even say me because there's no me in this. My sister was sitting on her ass with my blowtorch and her little hammer, fucking pounding and heating up the stove. My sister
hey,
did all that, not me. My sister's a fucking trooper.
sometimes
She's
there ain't nothing wrong with a little blacksmithing, man. That's the way it goes.
like I said, my sister's like a fucking tomboy. Anything a man can do, she can do better. That's her attitude and her personality. It's just her, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go, Six Banger. And Six Banger, man, you know how much it bothers you when something ain't fucking right. It don't matter whose fault it is. None of that matters. All that matters is whether or not it fucking works. I mean, at least that's the way I am.
Pretty
Uh,
much.
fuck, you changed your name, Bubs. What is your channel name?
Mm, something on the line. I'm the one. I'm the one. Pisses Connie off or something.
Here, let me go. I'll get it.
Sugar, Appa, or Six, or Demi, or any of them. I'm sure can do it. I just don't know how I can see regular chat.
Oh, so you're on your phone, right?
Yeah,
And is it an Android?
yeah, it is. Like
Okay, so up
I
at
can
the
see
top.
everyone in the studio. There's
Okay, so
chat, but I think
up
it's
at the
back
up
chat.
at the top right of StreamYard on your phone, click the three dots and scroll down to where it says desktop site, and click desktop site. And once that opens up, then you can scroll left, right, and up and down in StreamYard. And if you scroll all the way to the right, you should see the two options for chat and private chat. It won't say chat; it'll say comments, I believe. Okay, thank you, Lady Witch. Yeah, thank you, Six Banger. Oh, I didn't realize he. Okay, hey, I didn't realize you had dropped.
I did whatever, and then all of a sudden realized that uh,
Okay, Bubs, it's disconnecting your devices. Okay, I guess he'll be back. Well, while we're waiting for him. So anyway, yeah, man, Six Banger. I cannot fucking stand it if it won't work. I I mean, it drives me batshit crazy, and I have to make it right. I have to fix it. There he is. Okay, there he is.
There.
Bubs, hello.
Hey, so I don't know what had happened. I still can't see chat.
Well, did you
I,
click use desktop site
yeah,
and it booted you automatically?
yeah, and then it reloaded me into this.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think Nimi was in here. I was like, "Where's Nimi? I don't see her because I don't have her blocked or anything."
He's just being quiet,
No,
listening.
no, she's not here. Miss Joe thought you were Nimi because of your name.
Oh no, 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 no. Definitely not. No, I did a whole name change and picture change. And apparently, it didn't go over onto StreamYard. So on the YouTube studio side, it's all changed.
Man, don't even get me
Um,
started on that shit. I know. I was stuck with Rick Crude as a young wrestler for the longest motherfucking time on a stock account, and I could not. It wasn't the name I couldn't change; it was the fucking picture. Uh, and even now, it doesn't matter. Like I have not switched accounts. I'm still on my regular account, but the
yeah.
Thrill Killer avatar that you'll see will not show up if I go up on somebody else's panel. It's Dr. Cop Fireman. So I'm stuck with Dr. Cop Fireman. I have no fucking idea how to fucking change it. I've changed my Google account. I've changed all that shit, and it will not fucking change. So I don't know if maybe I need to delete my StreamYard account, but I pay for StreamYard, so I'm not going to delete it. It's just when I chat, y'all are going to have to accept that Dr. Cop Fireman is me.
So I got
And
a question.
I'll give my legal and my medical and my whatever fireman's are advice and opinions as such. Hey, just me. So yeah, that was your yeah, trying to be Abe. Binks, I think, said this morning, this afternoon, oh, something. I think it was in Andrews. She called Abe Erickson. I thought that was uh, right on point. You know, she told me in Mr. P's chat this morning to leave the academics to her. Hey man, that's fine with me. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to do no extra work. Plus, she makes herself look stupid all on her own. She don't need my help. And that is a two-way street, just so you know, just so we're all on the same page here.
It's freaking colder than a nun's kind of out. That wind's a real nasty girl. But
Put more logs on the fire, Bubs.
well, right now there's a the cleaning log in there that's burning. Don't clean out the chimney and that. But it's in the shed here. It's 22 Celsius, whatever that is in Fahrenheit, just off of the cleaning log. But it's outside. That wind, it's just nasty. It's raining. It's snowing with a wind. It's just crappy. If there was no wind, it would be nice.
I'm glad I'm in Texas.
Yeah, what do they say about those Texans? Those Texan people? Uh, everything's bigger in Texas or something?
Yeah, I suppose.
I think there was a song or something rather about that, wasn't it?
Maybe. I'm not sure. Uh, I think the I think when you drive across the state lines into Texas, it says "Welcome to Texas" on the sign. I think it should say "Welcome to Texas." Now, fuck off.
Go back where you come from.
Much.
So, Bedtime Clown has just said that it makes him feel so much better as a person, knowing that they're both inside the stove and they're working. You hear this?
What'd she say?
Did I understand what he means better than you do? Like I said, smarter than you?
She keeps saying, what? Bedtime Clown says that I'm smarter than you?
Huh?
I think she knows I
That's
did.
what.
I'm smarter than you.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is that you're saying that you're smarter than me?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Clearly.
Oh, you're saying she was saying she's smarter than you.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I heard her say that earlier.
More than once, twice.
Yeah.
But now she's over here whining and complaining, saying how I apparently took offense to it.
That's not what I said.
Oh?
I said it's funny how sometimes you take offense to the things I tease you about. Wasn't specifically meaning what I just said.
Oh.
So,
For myself.
so does she do does she do any canning?
You saying how you think you.
She's trying to get back to knowing how to do canning again. It's been a while. She's trying to get back into it again. That's a nice egg. So she can start canning like whatever. You know what I mean? Of everything that she grows or whatever.
So I was up in Sulphur, Oklahoma this weekend. There's this hotel there. It's a casino. Also, they have a casino in there called the Artesian. And I got to Google it and see if I can figure out what this recipe is. But one of the appetizers, my old man, he loves pork rinds. And one of the appetizers, Voodoo shaking her head like, why? Anyways, one of the appetizers they had there was fried pork rinds. But with the pork rinds, they had these green tomatoes, and I guess they were canned. Hey, ICB, the the juice that they were in tasted to me like what are called the bread, the like sweet. It was a combination like of sweet bread, butter, pickle juice. or like that. Holy fucking shit, that was so fucking good. And I got to see if I can like Google it and find the recipe or whatever. I've never canned anything. Um, I I would like to get into it because oh my god, those tomatoes were to fucking die for. And for whatever reason, it did go really fucking well with the goddamn pork rinds. Believe it or not. Um, the tomatoes were like really sweet and just a little bit spicy, just the right amount. Uh, but oh my god, I could have drank a gallon of that fucking juice, seriously, and slurped down those tomatoes too. Fucking good. But yeah, I don't know, six banger if they were fried. I mean, maybe I don't know. Uh, I didn't bother to ask any of the staff because I mean, sorry, people from Oklahoma, but let's face it, sulfur. You know what I'm saying? A little something in the water makes people a little kooky.
Hey, bedtime clown.
Yeah.
I want my sister wants to go and check out your YouTube channel, and for some reason I can't see the live chat. So, is there a way that you can get it to my sister, your channel?
Oh, yeah. I'll. Do you want me just to text the number earlier?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. If you can do that, just do that.
All right.
Yeah.
Give me a few minutes and I'll.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Sounds good. I just, she was like, what's his name so I can go and look? And I'm, so, so, so I told her and she typed in BTC and.
Because if we get that acreage,
Oh, you have to type in bedtime.
Oh, the whole word?
Yeah.
Oh, type in the whole. Sometimes you are. Yes, guys, here on Bedtime Clown, you heard what I just said. Yeah. Yeah.
There, I texted.
Right there. Yeah, right there. That's it.
Hey, go away.
Mm.
Yeah, six. Those pork rinds were good. My dad loves them. I mean, I don't. It's not something I go out of my way to eat, but you know, I mean, if they're there, I'll definitely check them out. Bub's dropped again. Um, but yeah, they were good. And those tomatoes, dude, holy shit, man, so fucking good. And I will say this for that restaurant, they do know how to do a steak. I got a sirloin, and I asked for medium rare, and I got medium rare, just enough to not give me worms or make me sick, and it was fucking phenomenal. I didn't even have to cut it with a fucking butter knife or whatever. I could just take my fork and just right through it, and uh, they left the marbling in there. Oh, that's my favorite. So good. Bubs, I added you, but something's going wrong here. Yeah, just me. There you go. Sometimes it's just like I could just take a bite out of the cow. I feel, I feel like. What else did we have? We had fried zucchini, But I was expecting zucchini slices fried, um, but it wasn't. It was like long. They were long,
Huh?
and they were like a smaller diameter, but they were good. And then, oh, I know what they did. That's right, because they were like, uh, they were in, I don't know what you call that, quarters, I guess, is what they were in, like a spear, almost like a pickle spear. Those were good. And I had mashed potatoes and sweet carrots. The sweet carrots were okay. I can do a better job of sweet carrots myself, but all the rest of it was really good. I mean, don't get me wrong, I ate them without a problem. Bubs, if you do a dab, please do it off the camera, if you don't mind. That may be what he's doing. I have not had zucchini relish, but that is totally something I would try. Ooh, zucchini boats filled with cheese. Hell yeah.
No, I'm not doing a dab.
I know, just me. Listen, I got to get my smoker finished. I really do, because it's getting summertime or getting close, and I need to get the fuck out there and smoke a brisket. I am dying to smoke a brisket. Jalapeno jelly is good. There, what used to be, I don't know if it's still there or not, but there used to be a chocolate shop in this town, in near where I live, called Wiley, Texas. And there was a chocolate shop there, and they did jalapeno fudge. And fucking a, man, I didn't think that I was gonna like it whatsoever, but that was some of the best fucking fudge, if not the best fudge I think I've ever had. Was that jalapeno fudge? There's something about that spice, along with the richness of fudge, that just sets both of them off. Fucking good, really fucking good. I like both. I like the salt, like along with the sweet. Um, when I was a kid, my favorite thing to eat was one of my favorite things to eat was a honey ham sandwich with cheese and real mayonnaise, and a big old fat piece of chocolate cake, and uh, Lay's regular potato chips and a Coke. Oh, so good. And yes, I would eat it all at the same time. The cake is not dessert. That's a side. Voodoo Queen is like, she's like, oh my god, he is fucking ridiculous. I've never done chocolate and chili, Lady Witch. That might be something. I've never even heard of that. Chocolate and chili. So what do you do? Do you make it? Know about this? But what about the chocolate? Like, is it you mix it? Okay, so you put it like in the. So it's like it's like okay, fudge too dark with chocolate. I mean, I know fudge. I don't know, Lady Witch. That's something. So she's saying not the sweet stuff. So that would be dark, dark chocolate. Which okay. So you don't like the non-sweet, huh? Ace. I'm gonna have to check that up. Check that out. Because I made some chili this last winter. It was fucking good. Voodoo couldn't eat it though because it had beans in it.
Beans and chili is the only way to have it.
She doesn't like the beans. She's talking about chili what? Chili peppers? But put that in the chili, right? Or no? So oh, not like a bowl of chili with. Oh, okay. I was misunderstanding. Listen, guys. Every time. The bitter taste that brings out the sweet is so good. Okay. So Voodoo has corrected me. We're not talking about chocolate in chili. Although I'm gonna go back and find it. I'm not gonna do that. You guys remember the time I played the prank on her where she sat down to the microphone and I said, "Oh, whoa, the camera's on." That was shaking her head. She's like, "I forgot about that. You must now be punished." Right. Bubs, are you there, buddy?
Yeah, I am. How come you can't hear me?
Well, I didn't hear you talking. I'm going to just leave that there.
So you can't hear me.
I can hear you.
Yeah, you can hear me? So I don't know if I should say this or not, but I know that you have one new listener. I don't know if they're subscribed, but you definitely have one new listener.
Well, that's good. I don't mind listeners. I'm taking that down, Lady Witch. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah. So it's just like, I don't see you up there anymore. How come you're not up on his panel anymore? I was like, I'm there.
Chocolate sprinkles. Okay. What are you talking about? Okay, no more pinning comments, guys. I'm in trouble. That's not true.
Oh, you mother trucker.
What?
I went to say something in chat and dropped my.
You finally found the chat?
I'm in the house.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But now chat's not loading. Oh, you got 21 people watching with 14 thumbs up.
What's up? What's up, Blues? How are you doing? Oh, well, yeah, I wanted to listen to something or say, just be normal, like just regular old normal. All that other shit is just it's so ridiculous. It's not even funny. I mean, there's parts that are funny, by and large, overall, it's just ugh, it's an arduous task just to even have it on in the background while you're doing something else. In my
Hey,
opinion.
Blues. Now let's go back outside into the shed.
So we've been on for an hour. That's really all I wanted to give this. Needed a break. No, just me. That's Bubs, and I don't. He's using an Android, but it's a Canadian Android, so I don't know. I mean, maybe it's set to metric, and we're running in English. I'm not sure.
You fucker. Locking the shed door on me.
Yeah, Canada.
No, just because I'm a crazy fucking Canuck doesn't mean you guys have to pick on me now. Come on.
Oh my God, y'all! Wish y'all wouldn't do that.
What's your problem?
Racist against phones. I know. You should have heard it yesterday. Oh my God. Fucking race idiots. Yeah. Take it easy, just me. Yeah, I'm hungry too. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You're always hungry.
Yeah, like I said, I was feeling run down earlier. I called the insurance company about my truck. You know, they sent me a letter saying they were going to cover it, but I got I got that last week, um, and I called them today. But I called them. I guess they close. They're on Eastern time, so I called 30 minutes too late. So I got to get all of that worked out, get my truck fixed. That was part of the stress too. And then my old man, he he fell for a little false advertisement. Six banger, you'll appreciate this. He fell for a little false advertisement of a brand of welder. Here, let me put it in the chat. Just look up that brand, Six Banger, and watch some of their videos and tell me if you get the distinct impression just right off the bat, not after you listen to it several times and closely, but look at their advertisements and their propaganda and tell me if you get the distinct impression that they're selling alternating current machines. Uh, you know, we can talk about it at some other time. You don't have to do it now, but he fell for it and purchased one. And you know, I spent a few hours with him on Saturday in his shop, and I kept telling him, Dad, this is not, you know, this isn't what you think it is. Well, I seen him do it on the internet, blah blah blah. And I said, look, here's the problem. You know, that machine cannot TIG weld aluminum. Uh, it could do Everything else, like you can DC TIG anything. It's a two. It's a well. It's probably not a 200 amp machine. It's probably more like 160 or 180. I can't remember the specs exactly. But it's an air cooled torch. You can stick weld with it. You can MIG weld with it. It MIGs great. It welds steel. TIG welds steel great. It MIG welds steel great. I did not hook up and try the try the aluminum spool gun. He hasn't either. Um, but I had some. He had some aluminum coupons, some 1/8 inch coupons, and he kept saying, "Well, it says right here, you turn it pulses and it's got the cleaning control and all of that." And I said, "No, Dad, that's pulse DC, not AC. It doesn't. It does that machine does not put out alternating current." And then I got to digging into them online, and I'm like, you know what? I'm thinking I might need to do, yeah, dude. I'm thinking I might need to do an expose on these motherfuckers. Those machines are cheap as shit. They're only $500 to $700, but these motherfuckers are lying out their ass, claiming that you can TIG weld aluminum. No, you can't. You absolutely fucking can't. It's fucking full of shit. You cannot. I don't give a fuck if you can pulse it all fucking day on DC that you want to. It ain't gonna work. It does not work that way. It's called physics or something. Fucking punk bitches. Fucking out there taking people's money. And then you look at the motherfuckers on their associated YouTube sponsors, I guess, or sponsees, or whatever the fuck you want to call them. Oh yeah, those guys, they look like welders. They look like they know what they're talking about. Bull fucking shit. They look like a bunch of goddamn meth heads up in a fucking garage that have pulled their fucking money together to come up with some cheap fucking Chinese shit to get over on well-meaning older fucking people. That it's not that my dad doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground, but in all honesty, the last fucking TIG welder he used was back in like 1990, and it was a goddamn Miller dial arc. You know what I mean? There you go. Is the background music too loud? Is the audio okay? If it's too loud, I'll turn it off. Yeah, that shit pisses me off to no end. You meant drop the link to the. Oops,
Hey,
I thought 6 was gonna come up. Yeah, hang on.
I thought, in my opinion, the music is way too loud. It needs to come down about 80% more.
Well, there I muted it.
I'm just being an ass, buddy. I'm just being an ass. Your music was good.
Dude, that
I didn't.
Bubs. Hell, man.
You got kicked out again.
Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can find this link. I'll have to mute for a second because it'll probably echo like a motherfucker. So give me just 1 minute.
So what's everybody up to? Is everybody good in chat? Hope you guys are all having a nice, wonderful Monday. Or Tuesday, sorry, isn't it? Is it Monday? I don't know. I don't remember. I was too excited to get that parcel today. Yours only.
So see if you can click that. That's the welder right there. Hey, door guy. But yeah, I mean, like I said, you have to do some digging around on their advertisement and all that. Uh, they should have, in my opinion, they should have on there. This machine will not AC TIG weld. You know, they're telling people, oh, well, you can pulse. You know, no bullshit. You can. It has a pulser. That is correct. You can pulse weld, but you cannot pulse weld on AC. You can't weld on AC, period, because it doesn't have that capability. And it should say that. I mean, hell, if I remember right, you can even go to Harbor Freight and look at their cheap ass fucking welders that they have. And they have disclaimers on the fucking boxes and the tags. Will not TIG weld AC. Uh, and these fuckers are putting this shit out there like it will. No, it won't. But like I said, you know, my old man, you know, the TIG welder, the arc welder that he used that wasn't a MIG welder years and years and years and years and years ago, it was already fucking old because it was a fucking old Miller Dollard, you know. So basically, all that thing could do was stick weld or TIG weld aluminum. You know, I mean, sure, you could go spend an arm and a leg on some helium and make some shitty looking, okay looking aluminum welds on DC with that piece of shit that he bought. But that's not the same, and that's not how they're advertising.
So if they're not advertised like they are, so wouldn't that be periodically classed as false advertising?
It should be false advertising. Absolutely. It really what it comes down to is if you look on the technical specs on the back of the fucking machine or whatever the technical specs you can find online, if the output on the underwriter laboratory label does not say AC output, that machine is not going to put out an alternating current. It's just not going to fucking happen. For some reason, they don't have a problem lying to the underwriter's laboratory, but they don't, or I'm sorry, they don't have a problem not lying to them, you know, but they'll lie to everybody else. It's fucking horse shit, man.
So how are they getting away with not being sued? And
well, first off, they probably just refund anybody that threatens to sue them, because at the end of the day, who that's in the market for a 10-in-1, you know, uh, welder for $500 is also in the market to spend tens of thousands of dollars to sue these motherfuckers into oblivion. You know, I mean, it's just not going to happen. Like I said, they'd rather they would rather refund your money. Well, exactly, Six Banger. That's the other thing. What's funny is if you go to that site and you look, it says, "Oh, if you'll buy now, get a free upgrade to a 600 amp torch." Wait a minute. A free upgrade to a 600 amp torch for a 200 amp machine? Well, I can tell you this, with as cheap and as chintzy as the goddamn consumables are on that fucking welder, which everything is considered a consumable on that welder because it'll just burn up into nothing if you actually make it to the limits of the duty cycle. Oh, it's fucking crazy, man. Listen, at 140, well, even at 110 amps on AC, that air cooled TIG torch was the whip was so fucking hot you couldn't touch it with your hand with bare skin. The whip.
I don't know much about welding, but
for all of the people that don't know what that is, the whip is the part the hose, if you will, that connects from the torch that you hold to the goddamn machine. So of course you would need a fucking cheap, a fucking 600 amp, what's rated to them in China terms for 600 amps, just to be able to, like I said, even reach the fucking limits of the goddamn duty cycle, which are laughable at fucking best. Like I said, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you get what you pay for. You think you're getting a deal, you're not getting a fucking deal. It's just not going to happen. And I told Dad, I said, look, they don't even make a fucking alternating current machine. They don't. You'd think, well, maybe it's just the cheapest version of whatever they make. They have a top of the line. No, they don't. They don't even make an AC machine. And I was telling him today, he called me tonight after Bubs. He called me while I was talking to you and your sister, but I called him back and he said, I don't understand why they don't make one that you can switch over to AC. I said, Dad, because it would cost an extra $10,000 to do that. The amount of copper, beefing up all of the electronics, the connections, the connectors, and all of the stuff, all of the stuff that it takes to run on alternating current. I said, and Dad, even if you had boards in there and all of that stuff, the inverter and all of that shit to make that an AC machine, the fucking the whip and the goddamn torch that they gave you can't fucking handle the heat. It would just melt. So right, six, exactly. The only thing you're getting is fucked over. That's exactly fucking right. Get me on a goddamn soapbox, will you? Yeah, it's a fucked up. It's a fucked up. The bottom line is you're not going to get something for nothing. I mean, that kind of technology costs money if you're going to buy it new. There's a lot of deals out there. I mean, I have one at work. It's a Miller 200 DX, and I love the shit out of it, man. I really do. But with the cooler and a 25 or 20-foot lead and a 10-foot ground, or mine might be a 15. I can't remember. And the cooler, and because I don't use a pedal, man, I use a push button. I haven't used a pedal in years and years. Um, in fact, last time I used a pedal was to weld two Coke cans together. Um, I just, I prefer the push button, um, and haul ass and beat Johnny on the spot. And I love that fucking welder, but that's a $10,000 machine. That machine has been a $10,000 machine since it came out, and that machine, that line, that in particular model is over 15 years old. It's a great fucking machine, but again, you get what you pay for. You know, it's only a 200 amp machine. Don't get me wrong. I'd like to have a fucking 350. Um, that way, I can stick two train cars together if I really wanted to. But um, it does the job. And that's the other thing. I was telling Dad. I said, look, he cut quarter-inch thick steel. He made like a fucking 14 or 16-inch long cut uh, on quarter-inch thick plate with that plasma cutter, and it did great. It cut great. It did great. I have no, and like I said, it MIG welds great. I don't know about turning it up over 150 amps, how well it does, but but it did good in that regard. And like I said, I don't know how well the spool gun for aluminum works. I wish now we would have had the time to hook it up and try it out. But he said he might be down to do a video exposing these fuckers. So I've got it rolling around in my head, but because I don't have any problem tagging these fucking frauds, bunch of fucking fat idiots, with big beards. Oh, I went to the tattoo shop and got some fucking sleeves. That makes me a welder. Fuck you. And people, shit, man. Seriously.
I don't know about everybody else in chat, but I think these people should be exposed.
I think they should fucking be exposed too.
And
Run their
I just,
fucking ass off. There's one thing I can't stand is fucking people taking advantage of other people.
especially of elders,
Well, especially when it's your family.
it doesn't matter. It's an elder. You just don't do crap like that. Because they're vulnerable, because they're young and they think just like what your dad.
But
They
I
got
told him.
time.
Well, I told him. I said, but the thing is, Dad, I said is when I TIG weld like bronze and brass, I do it on DC. That machine can do that. I mean, it really can. Um, I use 3/32 thoriated tungsten if it's say like an eighth-inch angle or bronze T or something like that. I use DC. I don't use AC for that. But for aluminum, you're not going to get a because he's got an old Ford. It's the car in my channel. God damn it! What is that car? Ah, it's pretty. Anyways, his race car, I mean, the TIG aluminum work on like the radiator and the hoses and all that shit. I mean, it's fucking phenomenal and immaculate. But you're not going to do that with helium on DC. It's just not going to happen. You know, no, it's not a Fairlane. It's not a Thunderbird. God damn it. Work brain. It's a Galaxy. It's a 63 and a half Galaxy. And it's fast as fuck. He traded a motorcycle one time. He traded this old shovel head for this gasser. Uh, some dude in West Texas was like wanted that bike, and he had that gasser. I got a picture of it somewhere. I'll try to post it on my community tab so y'all can see it. Yeah, you may be able to Google it. It was called the Wayback Machine, and that that fucking car. Oh my god, it was so ridiculously loud, and it was fast off the line, but it was no match. It was no match for the Galaxy. I drove the We took it to a car show. We took both of them to car shows after he traded it, and traded that motorcycle for it. And the car show was Saturday and Sunday, and it too was in Sulphur, Oklahoma. The car show was, and there's an antique store there in downtown, a fairly large one, and they let us park the cars there on Friday night to get ready for the show on Saturday. Well, before we even left that Friday night to go back to the house, he already had the car sold, but he wasn't going to give the guy the keys until he got the check for the car. And yeah, 6. And and so when we were on our way back that Sunday from the car show, we got out there on 77 and we drag raced. I blew his fucking doors off. Oh, it was great. That gasser was so fucking loud. It was no match for that Galaxy, though. Not even close. Like I said, it was fast off the line, but by the time I got to the top end of second gear and dropped it into third, that gasser was a distant memory. My old man's got a fat hula girl on the dashboard, a bobble hula that shakes back and forth. She was just a jiggling. I was doing like 130 miles an hour. It was fucking awesome. Yeah, I'll see if I can find that. No, Dad's is a 63. I think it's a 63 and a half. Good times, good times. I can't remember what that Wayback Machine is. Let me see if I can find a picture. Got it in my gallery. Rick, I have a picture of Cinnamon, R.I.P. Cinnamon. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Cinnamon seems to have been forgotten within all of this in a sense.
Rest in peace, Cinnamon.
Yeah, rest in peace. Or pieces, depending on what he shot her with.
Did he even do that? Or did he
I
just like club it with something? Or just stick it in the bag and tie it closed?
I do not know.
Oh,
Yeah, a lot of things have been running through my mind since that. One's been very disturbingly embedded in my head, and I can't get it out. And that's knowing how sick and demented that individual is.
I
I
know it,
could
right?
picture.
It's
Just
yeah.
hold on. Um, I've, I know it wouldn't be an issue for this individual to just put cinnamon in a garbage bag and tie it closed after he sucked all the air out of it.
I hope
Anybody else
not.
get that? That comes across my mind all the time because he's so sick and demented. And when I did that for you and your wife or for anybody else there that day, at that time it was even running through my head. Well, it's so hard for me to do that. I know he's sick and very, but I didn't think he'd ever, not, like he's scooped many different lows, but that was,
I personally don't think he did any of that. Uh, I think she's either with family or possibly the sister-in-law, or maybe he's hiding her in the house. I don't know, but I don't think he did any of that shit to her.
I just know how sick and demented he is after all the years that I've known. It's just,
Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. I know it's in here. I have tons of pictures of the galaxy. Some pictures of elevator parts. Shit. Try this a different way. It saved it in my gallery, but I guess I didn't. See if it's still in the text messages.
Yeah, I got a question for Bedtime Clown or for anybody in chat. Does anybody know how to take your videos off of your StreamYard and put them over onto a storage thing?
Wait, say it again.
So all my recorded videos that I have in my StreamYard, how can I remove them off of there so I could clean that up and put it over on, say, like my computer or my external?
That I do
And,
not know.
and if anyone knows, and they can DM me, that would be very much appreciated. And if anyone needs a chat off of Discord, I'm willing to do that as well. So what's everybody's plans for the rest of the evening?
Well, after I get off here, am going to go to bed, then get up and go to work in the morning. That's what I'm going to do.
So I got a question. So would someone's feelings get hurt if somebody like myself was to say just before like I have a smoke, let's bang bang? Do you think somebody would take like offense that it might be, possibly wouldn't be directed towards them?
Wait, say that again?
Okay. If I was to have a smoke, which everybody knows how I smoke, and before I lit up my smoke and I said, everybody, let's bang bang, do you think somebody would misinterpret that as something else?
I don't know. What do you mean? Like you're smoking crack or something?
Like, bang bang?
So you're asking if somebody would interpret it as something else?
Yes.
I don't know.
There's some weird ass people, right?
Yeah. That's for sure.
Man, if he said, I went on a spending splur, somebody would think that you know,
No, Robert, I see you.
did something mean or something, or somebody donated you all that money to pay you off. So, you know what I mean? Just, I'm,
Oh.
I'm, I'm trying to watch what I say and how I say things. So certain individuals.
Moms.
Mm,
He said, "No worries. There are no weird ass people on the internet."
oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Don't slip and fall in the puddle of sarcasm.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
No, Robert, you're not blocked. And hello, by the way.
Laughing out loud at mom's wholesome videos. Not at all. And that was from Robert Redman's clip channel. I make videos about some of them all the time. So, like Bedtime Clone says, you're not blocked. We see you.
All right, guys. Well, I'm about to wrap this up. Voodoo's ready for bed, and I got to get something to eat and then head there myself. Um, yeah, 6, man, check that shit out. And like I said, dude, tell me if whenever you see me next or whatever, just shoot me a chat or whatever and see if you just your first impression from what you see, you know, on their advertisement. Don't read it carefully. Just look at it and take your first impression. Oh, Bubs, I wasn't okay. Well, Bubs, have a good night, man. Thank you for coming up, bro. Uh, he left a little early. Um, but no, dude. Anyway, Six Banger. Yeah, and let me know what your first impression is, and tell me if you think. And then, like I said, you I guess really it's what they don't say. It's in what they don't say. And I think they should tell people this absolutely does not mean the machine can AC TIG weld. That machine is not capable of AC welding. Period. Um, So, I just give me if you don't mind, whenever you do get a chance, just take a look at it and take a look at some of them jokers they have on there. I haven't gone through all of those guys' channels videos that aren't related to that welder. I've only looked at what Simder has posted from them on Simder's site. So because that was what led me on to all that. Was Dad kept saying, well, I seen him do it, I seen him do it, I seen him do it. That's my accent, not his. He doesn't speak that way. And I was looking and scrolling through all these videos. He was like, no, that's not it, no, that's not it, no, that's not it. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, because it didn't happen. You thought you saw something that you didn't see. And so yeah, man. Yeah, give it a gander whenever you get a chance. And Bubs, I'm glad that worked out, man. I hope it keeps you warm out there when you need it. And it was nice chatting with you and your sister. And thank you for putting that video up, bro. I appreciate it. And thank y'all for coming by. I appreciate y'all. Robert, have a good night. Fuck if I know. I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I feel like ASMR probably. I mean, what's the worst he could do? Block everybody in the chat, and then somebody has to tag you or send an email and say, "Hey, I'm blocked." I mean, worst case scenario, right? So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I have no idea if it's a mistake. You know what I mean? Go put some mouse traps in the basement. Yeah, they'll start thinking that. That's for fucking sure. I have some rabbits. I like the rabbits. But we've got some rabbits that I need to block off what they're using currently as an entrance into the backyard and kind of try to like redirect them to a spot that's a little more manageable, because they've got two places they're digging burrows like away from the foundation, and that's a problem. So I've got to fill all that stuff in, but I've also got to I don't want to kill them, obviously, unless the apocalypse happens and I need to eat them for some reason. But short of that, I'd like them to just go to a different hole, if you will. If they want to come in the yard, I like having them. It's always a trip. Watch Abby try to go after the rabbits. She's so old, but it's so adorable. I love her. Anyways, but yeah, I gotta do some of that myself. Yeah, Robert, I just don't think he gives that much. Like, he's not that petty, you know? I mean, there's other people that would probably disagree with me, but I don't know the guy. I don't even really know all of the lore, if you will. So can't say that I care all that much. But so there's that. Sorry. Anyway, thanks for coming by, y'all, and I hope y'all have a good night. And yeah, a little levity. I'll see y'all around, and y'all have a good day tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye.